Hi guys, welcome to Stephen Kenny's press conference. I've hopefully fixed some of those Wi-Fi issues we had during the Matt Doherty press conference, hence the slight delay. And also we just sent out a media notice there of the 3 players called up and 2 players ruled out. So please make sure you've read that before this press conference. If Guy Havard wants to get us underway for the live section.
Hi Stephen, just sort of picking up on that first. Callum Robinson hopefully fit well. I mean, how is he sort of physically? Is he ready to start tomorrow?
Well, yeah, certainly he's in contention. I think he's had a good pre-season with West Brom. He started the season brilliantly. I've seen a few of his games live. He scored 3 goals, and he was unfortunate to be ill for 10 days. But he trained yesterday in England, and he comes into the squad. We'll see how he is today in training.
You spoke after the Serbia game. You put in a terrific performance, and then a few days later it was really flat against Luxembourg. What did you learn from that, and how will it be different tomorrow, do you feel?
Yeah, I agree. That was a learning. That was certainly part of our learning, and I think we got to such a level against Serbia that when some players had not been playing regularly, or not playing at all really, to jump and go again 3 days later to get to that level was difficult. But it's no problem for, say, someone like Josh Cullen, who's in the mode and he's played so many games, the Europa League and in the league for Anderlecht. He's been flying. He can, you get into that mode of playing every 3 or 4 days, and that's fine. So it's something that we're cognizant of, and we just have to make sure we're right and our preparations are right, and we might make some changes to freshen it up and make sure we're ready.
Thanks, Stephen.
Tony O'Donoghue, RTA. Tony, you're on mute.
Sorry about that, thank you. Stephen, how worried are you about the yellow cards, considering you have 2 games in the next few days? And will that be a thinking for your team selection?
No, I am concerned about the yellow card rule. It's 2 yellows and you're banned. It seems remarkably harsh, and particularly the way the referee was handing out yellow cards. Matt Doherty got a yellow card, for example, for going off the wrong side of the pitch. I can't understand how he got a yellow card at all. We can't appeal. There's no appeals process, and Aaron Conley's was incredibly harsh also. So it is something. All right, you don't want anyone to lose anyone else before Tuesday, but there's nothing we can do. We're going to pick a team to win. We haven't got that in the back of our mind. We're thinking, yeah, let's pick the best team for this game and let's try and win the game.
And the fact that the players that you called up, Callum Robinson, Alan Brown and Liam Scales, haven't been involved over the last few days. You only really have today's training session, and then it's game. It's really fast. Will that affect your thoughts in terms of maybe selecting them for tomorrow?
Yeah, you have to listen. Each situation is different. It's not a collective decision. I think Alan Brown has had an injury as well as been a close contact. He's not played in a couple of weeks, but he had a good start to the season. I seen him playing for Preston, and he started really well for Preston. So we'll have to see how they train today, and then make decisions based on that.
And just finally, a word on Shane Long. It was so unfortunate. Is he okay? Do you know how soon does he have to get a positive test before he can come back into either the squad or just back into his own club?
Yeah, Shane obviously has to stay in Portugal, which is very unfortunate for that period. He, honestly don't know how he managed to get COVID. He plays guitar in his room on his own a lot, because of the COVID times. The lads don't know. He brought his guitar with him and he plays away in his room and practices, and so he's a very careful person. Always has the mask on. Always, he's a family man. So it's we don't know how. It doesn't discriminate. The virus doesn't discriminate, and we've had a player who's got the last couple of weeks who actually was double vaccinated. You know, so it's sometimes it's hard to believe.
Thank you.
Will from Off the Ball, please.
Hi Stephen, just in terms of Liam Scales, what a couple of weeks from now between getting his transfer to Celtic and now coming in for his first call-up for the senior team?
Yeah, no, it's a terrific opportunity for Liam. Liam, you know, is a gradual improver, someone who, you know, obviously played in the under-21 team, used to let UCD, he's gone into Shamrock Rovers and has gradually improved and got better. And he's a terrific attitude, he's a very good footballer, and athletically he's improved his adaptability to play in quite a number of positions actually now. You know, with the flexibility, being left-footed, play left of a back three, play left back, or play as a wing back as he has for Shamrock Rovers this season. So it's good to have that flexibility, and he's you know, he's earned his call.
Stephen, just wondering how much of a challenge is it with a change in approach for this game? Because midweek, as you said, it was about carrying a threat while also being very disciplined against Portugal. It'll probably take a different type of tactical performance against Azerbaijan tomorrow night.
Yeah, but we're at home. We want to really play with intensity. Very important for us. You know, I think we want to go and put in a strong performance and get the victory that we desire. Azerbaijan have very close games themselves with Serbia and Portugal, and we've seen Karabakh get to the group stages and comprehensively beat Aberdeen during the week, and so they you know, we'll have to earn the right to win. There's no doubt about that. You know, but we're determined to try and get that home victory. If we get that home victory, it'd be really special for everyone to celebrate it with supporters, and we have a huge desire to do that, and hopefully we can do it.
Paul Walsh, please, Virgin Media.
Thanks, Kieran. Hi, Stephen. How's it going? See, when you consider the strength of the performance against Portugal the last day, would it be a major step backwards now if you don't beat Azerbaijan on Saturday?
You know, it's the question focuses on the negative. Like, I'm not going to. It's hypothetical. What would I do if we don't? You know, there's no reason for me to think like that. You know, we can see the team evolve and progressing, and we know that we want to go and perform well and show our quality and show the, you know, put in a really strong display and hopefully get the victory that we need. It's no point me reflecting on what if and then wondering, you know, I think we have to be positive and absolutely go and try and win.
Just on the fans returning, Steve, would it be an emotional night for you? Because obviously it's the first time to be able to properly watch you, etc. How are you feeling emotionally? Would it be a nervous night for you, perhaps?
Well, you know, it's a proud night, but I think for the players, like we've seen, you know, a high number of players make their competitive international debut in empty stadium. You know, an empty, you know, echo where you can hear the voice of players, and you know, it's just it's not comparable, it just isn't. And so the fact that all of the players' families who've been part of their football journey, you know, part of their football journey in their lives, which isn't always an upward curve, you know, there's ups and downs, and then their son, brother, friend, wherever it is, grandson, gets the chance to play for Ireland, and they can't go for a year. So for them to actually get there is really special then to witness that, to see their families and witness the players playing. It's very proud.
Okay, that concludes the live section.